Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this week's Raw review. So, Bo Dallas beats Neville and then he turns on Curtis Axel. Dana Brooke beats Bayley. Rusev comes out looking like Wolverine and Goldberg returns. It was a real weird week on Raw. I thought all in all the show was okay. I think there were some horrible moments. I mean, we had one match that came about because the Shining Stars were trying to get rid of fake watches and they were trying to sell fake watches. You know what? I don't even know what they were doing with the fake watches. I switched off. I switched off. I can't even tell you what happened in the match because I wasn't really paying any attention. All I know is someone won. Probably, unless it was a draw. I have no idea. But when WWE get it right, do they get it right? That Goldberg moment was wonderful. Well, let's blast through Raw anyway and see if we can make sense of it all. Before we do that though, hey, James Ellsworth tonight going for the title. Come on, Ellsworth! I've decided to support him because it's only once in a blue moon that a jobber gets an opportunity like this, and I know the champion is AJ Styles, and I know a lot of people are saying that it's very similar to what happened with David Arquette, but it's not. David Arquette wasn't a wrestler, whereas James Ellsworth has been wrestling for 14 years, I think he said, and he's got his own mini promotion, and you know, this guy lives, breathes wrestling. He does it as a job to support his family, and now he finds himself with a WWE title opportunity, so they don't come around that often. So I'm gonna support my man. I'm gonna support James Ellsworth tonight. SmackDown Live, be there. Right, let's finally get into a Raw review, shall we? You're distracting me. I don't want to have to blame you, but okay. So the opening was really solid, right, with Jericho and Owens, and even the stuff that Rollins was doing was all right. You know, was it sparkly crotch or something? I forget, but it was all right. And then that led to a match between Jericho and Seth wins. But there was a lot of bickering between Jericho and Owens, really, you know, in several segments. And we're clearly, you know, the split is widening. And even Jericho said, I get how this works, you know. And it's coming, you know, next week we get a triple threat. And that could be, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back. That could be the moment. So I'm looking forward to next week and seeing what goes down with that, because that split is coming. And also, I'm sure I read Jericho's just signed a new contract with Fozzy, so he's going to have to step away again soon to do touring and recording and everything. So watch this space. Golden Truth, Mark Henry, Shining Star, whatever. Then we got Sheamus versus Big E. I kind of like this. I really liked how Cesaro was taking selfies in with the crowd and providing a bit of a distraction. Unintentional. And I looked it up, and 478 days is the tag team record. New Day are on 422. They're still 50 days away. So I don't see Sheamus and Cesaro winning, because I think New Day are that close now to the record that WWE would be stupid to not give it to them. Because from a marketing point of view, to say that you've got the greatest tag team of all time, the longest reigning champions of all time, you know, it's a new t-shirt if nothing else. So I don't see Cesaro and Sheamus winning when they do face the New Day. Bo Dallas against Neville, and Dallas wins. Oh, poor Neville, man. Poor Neville. He deserves so much better than this, but fingers crossed his time comes around. But I suppose the big talking point is Bo Dallas beating up on Curtis Axel afterwards. I like Curtis Axel. I've been a fan for a long time. And yeah, you know, we'll have to see what kind of comes out of this. But yeah, I just hope that Bo gets destroyed by Curtis Axel. and I'm not excited by this feud, but I do think it's a feud that both of them need. And then I think they can go off in different directions. Then we get Dana Brooke beating Bayley. This was sloppy. Dana doesn't look good in these matches. She needed longer down in NXT. Interestingly as well, they've been showing promos for, is it Emmalina? Emma, basically, who's going to be back on Raw soon. And that's noteworthy because I just wonder if that will do something for Dana, because Emma and Dana were very close in NXT. And in fact, it was Emma and Dana, or Emma was the reason that Dana came up to Raw. So it's noteworthy that Emma's coming back. Strowman against the Mile High Trio. This was fun. I know it was a squash, but there was a few matches here which really weren't fun. And this one was all right, but Sami Zayn getting involved. We're going to get Strowman against Zayn. That's big news. I don't think Sami Zayn's coming out the better in that one, but we'll have to see. I hope he doesn't, actually, and that sounds stupid, but, Strowman needs to be built up, as this unstoppable monster, and then let's get to WrestleMania and see who he gets given. I wouldn't want them just to throw it away now. Yeah. Rusev promo, don't you dare boo my mother, was a classic line, as he showed photos of his family. Very weird. And it was a very weird show. Roman comes out, gets slapped and super kicked as well from Rusev. It was, the beatdown was cool, but yeah, I think the Hell in a Cell match is going to be all right, and they did a great job with Sasha and Charlotte. The promos with Lita, I really enjoyed those. So I'm really up for Hell in a Cell. I think it's going to be a great pay-per-view. But yeah, parts of this segment were just a little wide of the mark. The only other thing I would say is Lana was wearing a wonderful outfit, and it would be pretty cool if Mattel made a basic of her in that outfit. And then we got Anderson versus Big Cass. This was a 2-minute squash, and well, that's it. They're dead, aren't they? The club are dead. They went down this humorous road and it didn't work, and now they've turned them serious, and now they're losing matches in 2 minutes. Just awful. And then we got the Cruiserweight match, 6-man tag. This was one of the better Cruiserweight matches I've seen on Raw. I thought it was excellent. I thought Rich Swann in particular did very well. Brian Kendrick gets the victory with the captain's hook. And yeah, it just builds up towards Brian Kendrick versus TJ Perkins again. Hopefully this will be the last that we see of those two going one-on-one. I really want them to go in a different direction now. But yeah, my only problem with this match was that it was a 6-man tag, and it didn't feel like anything other than that storyline was furthered. All the other participants, Cedric Alexander, Drew Gulak, Rich Swann, the other one, they were all secondary, all just secondary and forgettable. And then we got Goldberg, and well, that was just cool, wasn't it? Really cool. And you can check my reaction video to that because I've got like a 12-minute reaction video where I talk about it as I'm watching it. So I'll put a link to that in the description below. I can't remember if we said or not, but Shawn Michaels, did we say about Shawn Michaels? Rumours doing the rounds that Shawn Michaels might be facing AJ Styles at Royal Rumble. I have seen 3 different wrestling sources reporting that now. Probably just rumour, tittle tattle, won't come to anything, but just thought I'd say it because it's out there and people are saying it. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. Please give the video a like if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and join me for the SmackDown Live review tomorrow when we celebrate the brand new champion, James Ellsworth. Any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance.